All right, it looks like we are going live. Today it's going a little bit slower, so please let me know if you see this. Let me know that you're here. And happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are having a great week, and I hope you're ready for today's topic. There's a lot of things that we get to take a look at that we can see, you know what, I can make a difference in my thinking. I can make a difference in my mindset, in my understanding, in my belief system. I can change my life. I can feel better. You absolutely can. And so I use the term hack because that's like the popular term, but basically you're retraining your mind and retraining your understanding because you deserve it. Why not? And so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at some of these ways that we are actually currently hacking our mind in a negative way. And so when you do that, you are stopping yourself, you're blocking yourself, you're hurting yourself, and you do not deserve that. So what we're going to be doing is giving you some, hey there, Joanne, good to see you, darling, big squishy hearts. Oh, wait. And a little smiley face. I hope you are doing well. Please let me know if you have any particular questions in regards to any mind hacks that you'd like to have, or I want you to notice that you have negative hacks that are currently in the way. So the number one thing that I want to share with you, smiley face back, is that if we have the belief that there's something wrong with us, then that's your number one issue you want to start working on. So I do this work because so many of the folks, air hugs, so many of the folks that I'm working with believe there's something wrong with them, believe that they're broken, and not like it's an idea, not like it's a maybe, but it is. That's it. And so when you have that experience, it's actually going to limit you, because if you believe something to be true, it's true, right? It just is, even though it's not really true, if that makes sense. So for example, what are some things that you think about yourself that you're like, oh, I wish I didn't think that way. I wish I could change that. Or, yeah, I could tell that that really hurts me to think that way. What are some things that you know you really want to change in that regard? Let me know. I really would like to hear from you how it's showing up in your life, how it's affecting you, how it's limiting you. So I'll give you some examples until I hear from you guys. And by the way, I do this live every Wednesday. So if you have questions or you have ideas that you would like me to address on a topic coming up, then let me know and I can make sure to address it in that live directly for you. So like, say for instance, if Joanne had a question, I'd be like, hey, Joanne, this is for you. And you would get your question answered. So please do take me up on that. I'm not just saying it to be nice or whatever reason you make up. I'm saying it to help you and support you, because that's what I'm here for. I have dealt with these kinds of stressors and these kinds of negative hacks holding me back most of my life until I learned how to do this work. And so my goal is to help other people so they don't have to feel stuck and thinking that this is the way they have to live life, dealing with discomfort, dealing with pain, dealing with this experience of my life isn't good, I'm not good, it'll be better one day. And one day always is going to change, because today is not that one day, right? There's going to be some new day. And we don't need to live like that. We get to have ourselves feeling good. So number one, get really clear on any hack that you have that's hurting you, as far as like, I'm not good enough. So I'll give you an example. When I was younger, I was not good enough with how I thought. I was not good enough with, because I always did so many things wrong. I'm clumsy. I have trouble with my memory. And I don't say that to declare it. I say it because that's something I deal with. It's a literal issue that I work with, and I have learned how to compensate for it. So I like to say that I have to work with my memory. That's it. It's not a big deal. I work with it. But there are some results of that. Like, people could think, oh, you don't care, or you forgot about me in this regard, or I told you to do this, but you did it like this, and thinking that you're actually going against them. And there's a lot of different things that could come up. from those things, and then you can have a belief about it. Like, I can't ever get it right. I'm always doing everything wrong. I'm not smart enough. I'm not as smart as other people. I'm just stupid. Why even try? Like, those could just be some of them. Now, you might not think that's going on. You might think, I don't think that to myself. But what if there's results that say otherwise? What if there's results that say you're always feeling like you have to prove yourself? What if there's results that say you go to try something and you just give up automatically? There are results that you can see in your life that don't make any sense because they're tied to beliefs that you don't know you have. They're tied to negative hacks that you have in your life. So it's important to get clear on seeing what are those negative hacks that you have without judgment. Joanne says, that's when I get a phone call from someone like a friend, boss, or client. I think it's going to be bad news instead of expecting good news. Yeah. Yesterday, I put that in the trash and take it back. It'll be positive. Yeah. Isn't that funny? And in that same exact regard, when someone says, I need to talk to you. Now, they don't say it like that, but that's how I hear it. They might even say, hey, can we talk? Right? So what I've done with people is I say, hey, can you tell me what it is you want to talk about? So then I could be more prepared. So it helps us to set those boundaries with ourselves, to release that negative hack. Just like Joanne, that's a perfect example of how we might have a negative thought. Well, I could tell you the reason why it is for me, because when somebody said we need to talk, it was bad. Because whenever my mom said, we need to talk, I was going to get punished. It wasn't going to be fun. Or there wasn't even an I need to talk. It was get over here, which is another way of saying we need to talk, or get the belt, or get away from me, kinds of responses. So if we have it anchored to that and tied to that, when someone else says it, immediately that anchor, that hack is tapped. And so it's not like there's anything wrong with you. You created a programming that is tied to it. So it's important. What we do. So a second hack that we can use is affirmations. But what we do is we use those affirmations and try to push away the other stuff. No. And you can't use a fake affirmation. You can't say, I'm wonderful, when you feel like crap. Now, you could say it if it feels fun, like saying it just like that just now had me feel better and feel fun. But if afterwards I'm like, yeah, I'm just lying to myself, that was just for fun, then what I get to do is speak what I know is true. Like, I feel wonderful in this moment, or I'm an amazing person because I helped this person and that person and this person, and it feels so amazing. And I love people who can do that thing. And so you can feel that, you can experience that. And so it's true for you. So speak into what's true for you. So then when you say it, there's no resistance. And you may have to kind of work it out sometimes. You may have to, like that saying, fake it till you make it. That's not really the most positive way to look at it. It's more like allowing yourself to step into it, even though you don't feel like it, is what the fake part means. It doesn't mean you're being fake. I've had so many clients who think that means that they're being fake and they're a fraud and they're going to be found out. And it doesn't mean that. So the fake it till you make it is actually step into it. Like, for example, I'd like for you with me to just stand in this power pose. Ta-da! And think about your most favorite superhero, or your most superhuman person. So like, that person is strong and they're loving and they're kind and they're amazing, and I love that because I'm that way too, and I reflect those same things. Yeah, that feels so good, right? And so you're standing in something that's true. And you're letting your body stand in it too. Same thing. You could have your hands at your hips and be like, put out that chest. Lift up your head, feeling really good. Yeah. When you do that, that's a third hack, by body language, standing in that essence of someone else and allowing yourself to be reminded you love it, because that's also the essence of you. So letting yourself practice those things helps you to see, I'm not faking this. This is real. I can feel this. I'm experiencing this. My body's holding this. This is awesome. So you got to get rid of the negative hacks before the positive hacks can fully take hold. So if you do that and you're like, yeah, but it's only good for a minute. Now I'm doubting myself again. So taking a look at those first hacks that you created, so you can wash them out, so you can get rid of them, so you can change that expectation, just like Joanne was saying. And so when you do that, then there's this space and it's a void. So either you have this experience of, oh, I've got loss, I've got void, or like Joanne did, and like I'm sharing with you, replace it with your positive, supportive, loving hacks, with affirmations you can truly believe in, with body language that truly moves you, and feel really good. And so those are the various things I wanted to share with you today, so you can really grasp them. There's many more, but it's important to just get started so you don't feel like you're overwhelming yourself. And then notice as well, if there's any negative hacks that you've had from the past, negative beliefs, negative habits, that you can go, oh, shoot, when I do that, this comes up and tries to take me back down. When I do that, this comes up and tries to take me back down. And it could be just as simple as questioning yourself, doubting yourself, asking yourself why. Why do I do that? Asking that question. Remember that first hack? What's wrong with me? Those are negative hacks. There's nothing wrong with you. There's never been anything wrong with you. And hack number 4, doesn't matter what your belief system is. I'm going to use the word God because for me, that is my term. If you use the word universe, if you use whatever other term, I'm going to use God. You were created by God to be an amazing creation. You are not a mistake. There is nothing about you that's a mistake, right? So think about it like this. If there's a child born that you've seen, and you could see a group of little children. Now, minus the fact that you might be biased to your own because they look like you, or you feel that connection because they look like their parent that you love. But to think about every child in that room. They're innocent, they're happy, even if they're crying. Overall, they're happy. They might need some need to be met, but they're just like, yay, the world, look it, right? And they're just experiencing, they're not judging themselves, they're not judging other people. They might be scared because maybe they're hungry and they're not getting fed, or their diaper is uncomfortable. What do I do? How do I get this fixed? They're not even thinking in those thoughts. It's just like, comfort, help me. The only time they start to get scared is if the help me doesn't come. And so that's when we get to help children understand it's okay. It takes a little bit of time. It's not that I don't want to come to you. It's not that you're not lovable, because you're totally lovable and I love you and you're wonderful and here, let me help you. As adults, instead, we think the world is not safe. We think there's something wrong with us. We think there's something wrong with them. We think that there's something wrong with the world. We think so on. We compare ourselves. We have these beliefs that because we did this, we're judged and we're wrong. And because we're not doing this, we're judged and we're wrong. And because we're not there yet, we're judged and those are those negative hacks. And so realizing they're just a hack that you can change will help you to realize it's just a negative belief, a negative hack. And just like you're creating these new ones, honey, child, you are a creation. There's nothing wrong with you. You can't ever be broken. There might be some behaviors you want to fix. There might be some results in your life you want to change, but they are not you. You're you. Your wonderful spirit is you. Your wonderful being who's here to love and be loved. That's your only purpose. You've already met that, and you'll continue to meet that just by existing. That's it. So these other goals and these other things, they're great for us because it helps us to learn and grow and thrive and just experience and be like, woo, this is fun. Or, wow, this is sad. And I'm glad I can experience this humanness because, once we're not humans anymore, that experience changes. So allow yourself to realize you are an amazing creation. Nothing is wrong with you. Nothing has ever been wrong with you. Nothing can ever be wrong with you. There may just be some things like a broken arm or some broken thinking or some broken experience that just gets to get that love and that connection and that healing, right? And sometimes healing simply comes from changing a way of thinking. And you'll actually find that that can happen 99% of the time. Now, there's some things that we get to change, of course, as far as like what chemistry we put into our body with our food, our water, our sleeping, that kind of stuff changes our chemistry. You're in full control of that. Sometimes it takes a little while to figure out what's needed, but we are in control of helping that. So allow yourself to notice these things. Allow yourself to see that you can look at shifting away those negative hacks. Number one, by allowing yourself to see that there's nothing wrong with you. And those things that are going on, you created them. You're not a victim to them. Nobody's doing it to you, unless you're a little kid and you don't have any option. Little kids, things are happening to them, and they're little, and grown-ups can make them do stuff. Once you're past a certain age and nobody's making you do stuff anymore, even like teenagers or even like say 7 or 8, or a parent who's not making a kid do anything, you're in control of your life. You're in control of what you think. No one makes you think. You're in control of what your body does, unless someone's making you do otherwise. So it's important to notice if you're thinking pained thoughts, if you're reminiscing in a painful past, then you are hurting you. But it's just an action. There's nothing wrong with you. It's an action that's not helping you. Hey there, Tony. Good morning. Hearts, hearts, hearts. So again, there's still nothing wrong with you. There's just something that that habit is doing that's not working for you, that you get to change, right? So stepping into fearful thoughts, stepping into judgmental thoughts, stepping into comparison thoughts that are harming you, having you feel bad, those are all negative hacks. Now you know how to shift out of them, one, by becoming aware of them, two, by realizing you're the creator of them, and three, replacing them with something else. And it's this simple. I'm going to share with you. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I've got to do this today, and I've got to do that today, and I've got to focus on this, and I got to get this together, and I've got to do that together. Now what's happening is my stress is starting to build up, my heartbeat's starting to pick up, I can feel it, my diaphragm, my stomach, all of my organs are starting to tighten, my chest is starting to tighten, I can feel my temperature rising. I'm creating all of that. I can actually, I'm starting to feel a headache too. Great. I increased my blood pressure and it's starting to throb. So there was a little bit of a headache. Now I just made it bigger. So I'm sharing that with you so you can see how easily it is and quickly we can create a messy space here. Now I want to share with you how easily we can take that focus from here, and instead of going, oh, what's wrong with me? My head, my heart, oh my gosh, oh, I think I need medication. I can't believe here I go. Don't waste that time. Shift. Okay, so I've got to do this. What do I need to do for it? So this, and that. Okay, how much time do I have? All right, so I can do this for it and that for it. I don't have time to do this whole thing. So I've got to keep my attention here because I have ADD. And, or, you know, whatever we call it. I have some struggle with my focus. That's a better way than labeling it. So then I stay focused there. And then I take a look, okay, so I need to do that there, and I need to do that there. And I get to keep myself focused. And by the way, that was this morning. So I'm not just making this up. This is real life. Okay, good. I feel calmer. I feel more relaxed. I've got this down. I've got time for it. I've made time for it. It's okay. Now, if you didn't make time for it, okay, so now I've got to rely on, okay, so I know this in my head. I jot down this thought, this thought, this thought. I've had days like that. So I know this information. I just maybe have not kind of researched it as well or been as prepared, but that's it. Calming it down, calming down my mind. I'm not going, oh, you did it again. You were late again. What's wrong with you? You're so ridiculous. You're just a failure. Nope, not bringing up that stuff. Letting it be released, not creating it again. The past doesn't exist. I'm not going to try to tell myself I've messed up before. Nope, past doesn't exist. It's only in memories. Focusing on right now. And when that comes up, I focus on you guys. This is what I want for them. This is what I'm creating for them. This is what I'm helping for them. This is the difference that I'm making. And it brings a calm, it brings a wiser connection. It brings a nurturing into myself and a nurturing energy out to you guys. Whether you're here in the group or you're here in the replay, or whether you send this to somebody else and I haven't met them yet, it's still for them. And so all of that calms me right back down. So I'm putting in the positive affirmations of you got this. You're going to be helping that person. You're going to be making a difference. This is what you're doing this for. So I'm practicing everything that I'm telling you and sharing with you. And so it's a practice, just like this old negative hack of using your past to hurt you was your practice. And so you're no longer going to practice that. You're going to let that get weak and atrophy away until it's just a wispy ash of gone. And you're putting your focus and your attention on this new practice, creating these new hacks, these new habits, these new thoughts, these new experiences, just like Joanne said she did. And just like Tony's been doing as we've been doing work together, as he shared with you guys in the past, just as you're doing right now. So you can't tell yourself you can't do it because you've just imagined consciously and subconsciously and super consciously that this is something that's possible, and you've just done it. And so anytime you find yourself getting stuck, watch this video again. Watch how you can do it again and repeat it and repeat it and repeat it and get this guided practice helping you. And if you want more support with this, if you see how this is helpful for you, or if you see how this could be helpful for a group or somewhere you'd like for me to speak, let me know, because that is what I'm here for. That is why I do this work. I do it because obviously, I want to live a good life and make a difference for myself. That's why I learned this work. But now I see what it does. And so my goal is to get it out there, helping ourselves to realize that we are practicing these negative hacks, this negative self-hypnosis, this negative programming that is blocking you down, blocking you from the health you want, the relationships you want, the career, the business you want, having the relationship with your children or your spouse, or maybe being afraid to even create another relationship or step into a business that you deserve. Or maybe it's keeping you from taking the time to care for yourself because you're too busy knowing that there's just something wrong with you, that you don't even like this person. You get to step out of all of that. God made you to love and be loved. That is your purpose. How you do it, totally up to you. When you do it, totally up to you. And you're doing it every day of your life as you're taking care of you, because that care overflows out into the world. It just does. You are a diamond dropped into a beautiful pond, and you're creating ripples from the moment you were conceived. You were creating ripples into your parents' lives. You've been creating ripples from their lives out, and it's never stopped, and it will never stop, even after you pass away. Our last goal here on earth is to die. However, even after that, the ripple you cause will continue with the people that you've met, with the content that you leave, because that's what we're here for, to love and be loved, to be that ripple out into this experience. So just know that you're already a success because you're already doing it just by existing. Know that you are wonderful and lovable. Know that everything that you desire, as long as you're doing the activities to get what you desire, will be had. But you do have some negative hacks that are in your way, some negative beliefs, some negative habits, some negative programming, some negative practice that you might not be aware of, because when we live our life, we are behind these eyeballs. We can't see over here, we can see from here. So it takes someone else sometimes to say, hey, like a coach out here, when you're in the field, hey, when you make that move, you're doing this. Hey, when you're standing that way, it's creating this to happen with the ball. When you're doing this step, it's creating this to happen with that person who can see you doing that, because they're out here. You're meant to see from here. So there's nothing wrong with you. It just gives you a limited perspective. That's why we need other people's perspective. We also need to make sure it's other healthy people's perspective. Because if they have a similar perspective as you, they're going to have a very skewed perspective as well. They won't be able to help you the way you need. They'll actually misguide you, even though they think they're right. So allow yourself to take a look at these things that I'm sharing with you. And if this is something that fits for you in your life, reach out to me. You can reach out to me through my number here, 954-657-3407. You can text me, you can message me, you can personal message me. That's what I'm here for. There is no stupid question except the one you don't ask that's left unanswered, because then you're never going to know. Like, dang, it'll be on your deathbed. I should have asked that question. Just kidding. So it's important to know you can create these hacks. You can step right into them as you just did today. And you can release those old hacks. And you have to release the old hacks so they're not in conflict with the new hacks. It's like you got to take off your clothes today to put on your new clothes tomorrow. Otherwise, you're going to have a hard time putting on the new clothes. And all day, it's not going to be right. All day, you're not going to be comfortable. And then what about if you try to put on your clothes the third day? Good luck there. And then you're stinky because you didn't shower. So guess what? You do not deserve that struggle. It's just about cleaning off the old without judgment. You don't judge your clothes, you put them in the laundry. Or you might make stinky. Oh, so this will be without judgment. You don't need it. And you just take it off, wash it off, put on the new hacks, the new ideas, the new understanding, the new beliefs, the new practice. Without judgment, without doubt, without all the why I this, why I did that, why, without the pain, releasing the pain from the past easily. And you can do it. You might say, I've tried a million ways. This isn't going to work. You just, all these good words. It works. It works because it worked for me. It works because it works for my clients who I've worked with. It works because it works for the people on here too. And you can ask them and they'll tell you it works. So share this information with other people as well. People do not know this information. They think they have to try. They have to strengthen their willpower. There's something wrong with them. They get to know, just like you know there's nothing wrong with them. And you wish in your heart that they would get that there's nothing wrong with them. Share this information so they can get it. You take care of you. Have a beautifully blessed day. Let me know of anything you'd like to have covered next Wednesday, and I can either bring it up or I can create a specific topic for it if I find that it's something that I've had many clients ask me about. All right, it's time. You guys take care of you. Consider yourself hugged. Bring it in. Big squishy hugs. Know that you're loved. And if you're on here, please comment or like or thumbs up or F you, whatever it is you want to send me. Just kidding. It's important that I know you're here. The idea is it allows me to send you love, send you care. It allows for me to just really appreciate that you're taking on your life and know that you're loved, know that you're appreciated, know that you're cared about. God bless you guys too. Thank you so much, Tony. You guys take care of yourself. Know that you're loved. Know that you're appreciated. Love into yourself. When you're loving into yourself, you're then overflowing love into others. If you think you're giving more love to other people than yourself, you can't be, because you're actually coming from a dry place. But if you're pouring love into yourself and allowing that love to flow out of you, allowing God's love to pour into you, so you're giving love out of that overflow, then you're giving them more than 100%. Try that on. That's another hack for you. Take care of yourselves. Bye, guys. And big squishy hugs. Ciao for now.